Hey, what's up guys, nothingwired.com, and of late we've seen not so famous brands in India bringing out more than decent spec devices for almost throwaway price, and now we're gonna look at one of those devices. So we have the Salora Arya G2 with us today. Now Salora is known for their display technology, so we can assume that the phone at least has a decent display, but then beyond that the phone is actually packed with some of the very good modern mid-range device specs, but then it's priced at only 7,000, that's 6,999, although you will see that the MRP is 9,999, but you would get this device exclusively on Amazon.in for 6,999 only. Now that's the packet out here. You see the phone that comes out, but let's first show you the packet and some of the quick specs. So you have a 5-inch device out here, HD display of course, but then it has an IPS HD OGS screen. Now OGS means one glass solution, which means that between the touch screen and the glass display there is no air, so which means that there is no refraction basically because of that air, which means crisper images possibly. We'll see that. So it's powered by a quad-core 1.3 gig MediaTek processor, KitKat 4.4. You have 1 GB RAM and 4 GB ROM, plus it supports micro SD card slots up to 32 GB. Cameras are interesting. You have an 8 MP back camera, 2 MP front camera, but 8 MP back camera can interpolate the photos up to 13 MP, which means they basically fill up those extra 5 megapixels of pixels in post-processing by software, not exactly optically, which is much inferior to the true 13 MP sensor. But then you're getting 8 MP, and we'll have to see how the 13 MP photos look like. Then again the same case with the front camera, 2 MP interpolated to 5 MP. You have an 1800 mAh battery and a dual SIM, 3G plus 2G, and your GPS and stuff. So we have the black model out here. We're going to quickly go ahead and show you what's inside the box. So once you open it, you will find the device out here. See, very slim, good looking device. And once you go further in, you would find the earphones. Are not very premium class. You have a silver plated audio jack, no volume rocker, but then you have your call control button and micro USB 2.0, USB data cable, your 1800 mAh battery out, which is almost wafer thin, and then you have some of the manuals like your warranty card and quick start guide, and here you have the 1 ampere 2 round pin wall adapter. So those are the box content out here. Nothing surprising, but then all that you required are in the box. First thing first, I'll tell you what, this guy is extremely beautiful, and we absolutely love the thin, minimalistic and disciplined design, very symmetrical design. We love the device. It's all plastic, but then does not feel very plastic. It looks and feels premium as well. You have the 5-inch screen. It's an HD resolution screen. I suppose there is no Gorilla Glass protection because it wasn't mentioned, and it's also fully laminated, which means that basically reduces the reflectiveness, and we're gonna check that while we show you the display. Over the top you have the earpiece and the 2 MP camera, all the sensors and stuff. Below you have your shortcut keys, the volume rocker, the hole to open the back flap, and then your power button, 3.5mm jack, micro USB 2.0 port, 8 MP autofocus camera that can record and max 720p video, accompanied by a single LED flash, the Arya branding by Salora, and then your speaker grills out there. You can open the back flap, which has lots of notes, so you might need some time there. See, all the notes open, it takes some time, and it hides the 1800 mAh battery. Plus, interesting thing is that the SIM 1, or I guess SIM 2, okay, SIM 2 goes in right here, and it supports full SIM, that one. This one however supports micro SIM, that's SIM 1, and then it also supports the micro SD card that can go up to 32 GB additional to already available 4 GB internal storage. But then you do not have to worry about the less internal storage, because the game data and other thing can directly go to SD card provided you selected SD card as the default storage in settings. So overall, we absolutely love the device, and specifically keeping in mind the price point, this guy is absolutely gorgeous. The display of the Arya Z2 is 5" and has an HD resolution. It also is a one glass solution. That means the touch panel and the display glass are almost connected to each other, and there is no air out there, which means that there is no chance of refraction. Plus it also has lamination all over the body, which means that it would reflect less. Now first of all, the reflection part, it does actually reflect less. You see out here, even when I have the light source pointing it here, you can actually see the things properly, and the color does not change significantly. That's one good thing. Another thing about the OGS is the viewing angle. So Salora says that you can almost view it from 180°. Not here, but we will check it out with a photo, and that would be more proper. Now HD resolution on the 5" is not much, so if you look very closely on these icons, you would see them pixelated slightly. Let's go and check out our color card and see how it renders the colors. We found that it actually renders the colors beautifully with proper saturation and hue, and there is no color is oversaturated. Generally people as in display tend to saturate the red part of it, but then that's also rendered here quite nicely. So as far as the color rendition is concerned, they are rendered good. Now let's check out how the blacks are. You can see blacks are also very deep here. There is no brownish tinge, so it covers a wide gamut of colors. Even there you can see. Now this also shows the details beautifully. Even when I zoom in to the hills, you can see it's slightly pixelated, a noise basically, not exactly pixelated, but it shows the details beautifully. So a very good display. Yeah, and now let's check out. So even when you look it from here, you can actually see those. It gets reflected just a bit because of my light source, but you can almost see it from here. So very good display viewing angle, I would say. So overall the display impresses us. It's not the highest resolution display, so you won't find it very crisp, but then it's bright enough, and also it renders the colors perfectly with very good viewing angles. Now let me show you how it goes in least brightness. That's the one, and I have the brightness the full. Yeah, so there it goes. It's a good display. The Arya Z2 is powered by Android 4.4.2, and you have almost a stock Android. Some touch over like this on lock screen. You can see you can go to various places from here. You have your home screens. Yeah, and that's a nice nifty animation, weather animation out there. You also have your function toggle bars and notification bars out there, and you can long press on the home screen to go to the recent app menu, and then long press, or just tapping here would take you to the widgets, wallpapers and other system settings. Long press on back, nothing happens, so no Google now. And then you have your app drawer, so only 2 pages of app, not many bloatware. You have some third-party apps, mainly from Amazon. Out here you have mobile market, and that's about it really. Notebook and all, and you also have some of the in-house Android apps. So overall the interface looks quite breezy. We've been using this for some days now, and I tried to stuff all the home pages with widgets, but even then it does not lag much. It lags when you have many multitask, when you multitask heavily, you have many apps on the background, but then otherwise for everyday usage it's just about fine. Let's go ahead and check out the settings. So you have your usual KitKat settings out there. You can add this particular accounts, and then 4.4.2. You see you got the dial here, which is pretty big. And then let's check out keyboard. Again, you can see the stock Android keyboard that goes really wide in the landscape mode. Now this keyboard does not support swipe feature, so it renders the web pages perfectly desktop grade, because mainly it has the stock Android KitKat browser. So you see, perfect, it renders nicely, it's scrolling beautifully. It also supports pinching zoom and a double tap zoom. You can create your tabs from here, and then the usual settings, nothing to show much really. The gallery arranges the photos and videos in stacks, usual stuff. You can go to any photo and you can edit them, basic editing that you would see on the stock Android ROM, and you can of course share them one or more. Let's go and check out the sound quality. The first thing first, the sound gets obstructed because it's the speaker situated right on the back side. So whenever you place this device on a flat surface, the sound will be obstructed and it will come down really. Now I'm going to switch on the FX booster and see if the bass increases. So decent loudness now, and if you switch on the special effect booster out there, the bass also becomes slightly better. Treble is good, however it crackles slightly, very slightly at the maximum volume. Overall, a decent output. Now we'll see how it sounds when we play some videos, mainly the vocals and surround sound feature. Let's see. So the mid-tones are slightly low, on the lower side, and surround sound is also below average.
Oh yeah, of course. Our greatest masters are disappearing. I fear the sense of work of Lordship has unleashed a new kind of threat on our world. This could be...
Now the surround sound output, the quality of it also depends on how many speakers on which directions you have. So decent sound output via speakers, both high and in the mid tones, but not exactly exemplary. What else do I have to show you? So we have the 8 MP camera. It's pretty fast. I have the no lag, no shuttling option open there. Good. You can start your video recording from here. You can also click still while recording a video. Out here you have the usual modes, shooting modes, and then you can go to settings, color effects and anti-flicker and stuff, and there you see picture sizes and all, and a video quality. Now you can choose to have it at 13 megapixel, and this guy is gonna enhance by software to 13 megapixel, but know that the sensor is actually 8 megapixel, and we found that the pictures at 8 megapixel are slightly more detailed than the ones at 13 megapixel, even when you zoom in. Having said that, the overall photo and video quality are below average. This could be one of the downside of this phone, the camera. It's really an average camera. Now the photos does not have many detail even under enough light, even under broad daylight, and specifically when you zoom in about 100%, the details go haywire. Under low light, because of the very small sensor and a relatively small aperture of maximum aperture of f by 2.4, it does not let much light come in, so you do not see many detail under low light, and there is also a lot of noise. The video is also the same, it's kind of soft, there is no fuzziness, but then they also shows noise and lack of detail. So that's about the user interface of the Arya Z2. It's very responsive, does not lag much significantly. We haven't even noticed any lag even when we've been using this very heavily for the past few days. The sound output is also decent. The sound output via earphones are also just above average. We got about 9.5 hours of heavy usage out of this, and if you go from light to moderate usage, you're not connected all the time, no GPS on all, then you might be able to squeeze out about 11.5 hours, which is very decent for this phone, and that mainly thanks to the HD resolution. The resolution is not much. Display takes about 40 to 45% of your battery, so a lower display in a way helps out there. So should you get the Salora Arya Z2? Before that, let's consider some positive and negative point. The positive mainly are the incredibly good looking design and display element. The display is also very good despite of being only HD resolution. We like the sound output also quite good. The user interface is fast and seamless. On the bad side could be the camera mainly, and the best thing about this device is its price, only 7,000 rupees. Now at this price point, it mainly has two competitors, the Xiaomi Redmi 1S and the Moto E. Now you even have Core 2 from Samsung, but then I think the biggest competitor would be the Redmi 1S, which cost about 6,000 and comes with more specification in some areas than this guy. However, I love the look of this guy, and it also possibly has the best display among all these competitors that I've announced. So it all depends on you. See, the main thing that will come down to when you make a buying decision is the brand, and whether you trust that brand or not. Now many people go to the bigger brands, mainly they think because they generally would have a good device and they would have good components built inside, also because they are supposed to have good after sale service. These are some of the reasons that people are wary to go about go towards new brands like Salora, for example, or Xiaomi and other brands. Now note that Salora has been providing the after sales service of very many other manufacturers. So they have their own large network of service center, and whenever God forbid this phone gets spoiled or you need a service center, then you will have Salora's own service center. They have a very large network. They also are a very big player in display technology. You might not know Salora as a big brand as far as phones are concerned, but then know that they, because of their large network of after sales services that they provide for other brands also, that they can greatly leverage whenever you need help with the Salora phones. It really depends on you whether you want to trust a new brand or not, but at 7,000 this guy can be a great buy. If you like this video, please hit the like button, ask anything related to this device and we'll try to answer them, and please subscribe to our channel for more such awesome content in future. Thank you.